Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this specific series, I am bringing you a brand new series called Let's Talk Crypto, and I talk to you guys about cryptocurrency. We dive deep into the markets, guys. I want to do something that no other cryptocurrency channel has done before. I want to bring you guys involved and have you on my channel and let everybody hear how you think about the market. And guys, that's what this is about. You guys get to join in and on a, I don't know, get my words mixed up. You get to join in on a Zoom call with me and we discuss the crypto markets. And guys, if you don't want to miss the next series, make sure you click the link in the description. You click it so you can jump in and we can discuss what we need to talk about. Guys, check out this first episode of Let's Talk Crypto. Oh, okay.
I fell in love when I moved to Wales last year.
Nice. Well, that's nice, man. That's what love does. Love takes us in magical places.
Yes. It takes us. My crypto journey was fell in line with my romance, basically, and we're living happily ever after.
Yeah. Okay, look, I'm just going to start this, and hopefully more people will pick up, and I can just accept them. So, I just wanted to talk about the market with you guys because you know the prices over the last few days has just been shocking, man. Like, how does it make you feel?
Whoa, a mixture of emotions, but I basically separate myself, my own emotions from the crypto emotions.
You have
right?
to, literally have to.
Because what I do, I focus on the amount of coins, and I tell myself the amount of coins ain't gonna change, or if I'm staking it, they're only gonna go up.
That's it.
And I totally ignore the price.
Yeah, that's it. You have to have that.
So that's all I check is the amount of coins.
Yeah. And what are you liking right now? Which coins are you really interested in?
Landshare.
Oh, you're liking Landshare as well, yeah? Because that's so tiny in market cap.
I'm still in SafeMoon.
Oh, you're still in it?
I'm in SafeMoon and Landshare at the moment.
Yeah, I've still got my SafeMoon as well, actually. What I might do is I might share my screen just to see if we can, how do I do this? Share my screen, just so we can have a little look at the market, see what's going on as we speak kind of thing. So this is gonna, what's this gonna show? This is gonna show. So yeah, I'm interested to see what SafeMoon does in the future because, you know, I remember getting in when it first sort of launched type of thing. I know they've done like a change over in their, didn't they do something? Yeah, they got a new coin now, SafeMoon. New tokens. So what have they done? They've increased the supply or decreased the supply? What's happened since their first launch? Because I haven't really been following it much.
Well, SafeMoon,
yeah,
they basically brought out a new wallet.
Okay.
Right, and they're rolling out slowly their blockchain.
Oh, so they're looking to go on their own blockchain.
Yes.
Cool.
They are developing their own blockchain.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
And you could earn reflections off SafeMoon now.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of SafeMoon tucked away in the wallet. Someone what do you call it? A hard wallet. Someone a hard wallet.
Yeah.
Someone on their wallet, so I could earn reflections, basically.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely bring another video on SafeMoon because it's been a long while since I spoke about it. And I mean, what's the prices now from when it launched? I mean, it obviously came down a bit. Maybe it could be a good buy now. Maybe it could be.
Well, what I like about it, what I've taken from what you've actually said was you have to be responsible for your own transactions. Yeah. And 100% sure that you put your money into the right project.
That's it.
And I've followed SafeMoon closely, and the amount of emotional roller coaster. Are they gonna survive? I've been there with them, up and down, right, all the way through, and it's been brilliant. It's been an education.
Well, that's going to be the test of time, isn't it?
By my guns. Yeah.
And
I believe what they're going to develop is something absolutely amazing. They're going to surprise the whole market.
Yeah, it's going to be the test of time for most cryptos. I think that, you know, when this bear market really kicks in, because we have seen prices fall down and people are, panic selling, and some are seeing it as buying opportunities. Like, I always show you guys, I think it's a buying opportunity. It's going to be a test of time to see which coins really pull through when, we really see a serious bear market. Like, because I think that Bitcoin really drop as low as like $14,000 in a bear market. So it makes me wonder what prices are going to be for other altcoins, because we've already seen altcoins sell off like 80% of their value. So it does, it makes you wonder, like, how much lower can they go? 110, 150, I don't know. Guys, welcome in. I'm seeing you, Brian. I'm seeing you visual.
I think after SafeMoon, I could handle anything.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm just going to share my screen again so we can take a quick look at the market prices and what's going on with coins and stuff. But yeah, I think SafeMoon could be an interesting one to definitely go over and maybe do another video on that. So let's have a quick look at what's going on then, because you're starting to see the sentiment pick back up actually over the last literally 24 hours. Look at these coins pumping. You got 26% Radix. I've never heard of Radix before. Or is it Radix? Economy's pump, amps coming up. You're starting to see a lot of coins pump. Even Landshare pumped 30-something%. I remember I did the buy like yesterday and it pumped like 35%. So it's saying 19% there. But I know we were buying it at like what, 91 pence, 92 pence or something like that. So I don't know what that is in dollars. I have to start working this thing out so I can see two conversion rates. That's why I always grab my little thingy up. But yeah, so we're up on that at the minute. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that I keep saying it, that this alt season just kicks in and just pumps all these coins. And I think it's going to happen because I like to really focus on, let me just grab up this dominance for Bitcoin, because what's going to happen is right up here, it's at 42%. And I just think that there's going to be a time where people are going to sell out of all their Bitcoin. They're going to have all this money sitting there, and then they're just going to need to pull it somewhere because, people are greedy. That's the truth of it. People are greedy.
That's true.
And they just want to keep making money. So what we'll see, can you still see the screen? You can see here the dominance of Bitcoin, where it's fallen down in the past, 2017, 2018. And if you look here, I've only highlighted the others because you can highlight loads of different coins down here like BNB and all these other things. I just kept the others on, just the other altcoins, because I wanted to see how much room is there.
I can't see your screen.
Oh, you can't see it? I wonder why. Let me just quickly see if I can. What is it that you can see now?
I can see you.
Oh, you can see. Okay, I haven't shared it. 1 second. Here we go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you can see here this orange line. Massive dump in the dominance. Came down to like, well, about 30 to 40. Actually, went lower than that, right down here. And for me, I think that all these other altcoins are going to see a rise when we see this happen again with Bitcoin. And I think it's only a matter of time that when people take their money in Bitcoin, they take their profits and they're holding it, they're going to just want to flood it into the market. And that's when we're going to see coins like Landshare, even SafeMoon, all these types of coins have an insane rally. And it wouldn't surprise me if it starts like now as well. So
it's like a waterfall effect.
Yes. That's it. And then you get that FOMO, fear of missing out. People just start panicking, wanting to rush and buy and everything. So I was pleasantly surprised to wake up and see that a lot of the market just pumped up 20%. What's this Anchor Protocol? Anchor Protocol's up 60% in 7 days. What is that? I feel like I'm missing out.
I have got Anchor. I have got some of Anchor.
Oh, you've got Anchor Protocol?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing out. So
I've got some of Anchor. And I haven't checked it today either.
Okay, well, you're sitting large because over the last week it's gone up 60%. It's taken it to a dashboard, so I'm guessing it's some sort of DeFi project. Is it something like that?
I'm sure.
Oh no, here we go. It says better savings. So let's just scroll down and see what it shows me. Anchor offers better yield. So yeah, it's a DeFi project, but it looks to be pumping like crazy. I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's to do with Luna and UST.
What's that? Sorry?
It's to do with Luna and UST.
Okay.
A lot of people, it's if you stake UST onto Anchor Protocol, you get paid out, I think 19% on via the Anchor token. So a lot of people put it into putting their money into a decentralized.
Yeah, go ahead.
stablecoin.
Here, come on. Don't take them off yet. Go house first.
Oh,
Obi, come on. Voy a cambiar la ropa.
Future John, we can hear you, man. What's happening?
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
This is John from Guatemala.
What's happening, man?
Wow.
Tune in. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that this was paired or linked to Luna. Did you say Luna?
Yeah, Luna and UST.
Okay, so hold on, they're staking it as a stable. So are they staking the stable coin? Is that what they're doing for 19%?
Yeah, you stake up UST onto Anchor Protocol. You get paid 19% Anchor tokens.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the highest
Yeah.
I've seen for any stable coin right now. Because you know, when you
Stablecoin.
get stable coins, you usually get like 8 to 10% if you're lucky.
Exactly.
Damn. So okay, this is big. So this is what we need to do then, guys. You know, we need to when we see this insane pump. I think people are doing this too early. I think when we see this insane pump, where because I really believe that altcoins are going to pump again, like an insane rally.
Yeah.
And this might be the last rally that we see. We take all the profits into a stable coin, UST, yeah, and then stuff it in here for the bear market, and then we hit that 19% interest.
Also, if you saw yesterday, all right, the only coin that was pumping yesterday was Pax G.
Oh, really?
Which is basically gold-backed crypto.
Pax. Oh yeah, I've heard of Pax. Let me just have a quick look. So that had a pump as well. Pax.
It was the only one that I think that was up yesterday. Literally, if you have a look at it.
Yeah, let's have a quick look. Oh, it was. It's down 3% now, but we can look at over the
24 hours. Yeah, I think in the morning it was.
Oh, mine's showing something different, but
mine was yesterday in the morning. I saw it, and it literally. It's the only one that I saw. It went up. Everything else was red. That was the only one that was up. If that makes sense, it might have been dropped. Might have dropped after that because everyone's selling out their gold to buy crypto.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, I just want to switch this up real quick. How do you, I'm going to pass this to you, John. I want to ask you, John, how are you feeling about the crypto market right now, man? You there, John? Future John? No? He's on mute. He probably can't hear us. If not, okay, I'll pass it to you, Vish. Visual, how do you feel about the market right now?
You know what? I feel good about it. I've always been. It's always a long-term plan about crypto, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you've seen like how many dumps and, you know, Black Swan events, things like that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all about the long-term gain, and it's you know, changing the financial system as we speak in a different way. And I mean, I read that, what is it? Ukraine are accepting donations. Am I allowed to say? I'm allowed to say, isn't it? Aren't I?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's an interesting one because like, let's just say it because I think at the end of the day, we can't hide from the fact that it's happening. And obviously,
okay, cool.
Censored on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The letter
you are accepting donations in Bitcoin and are trying to get away from sanctions via Bitcoin as well.
Okay, I never knew that. I never knew that. Tiffany, how's it going? I can see you there. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, my lovely. How are you feeling about the market right now?
I'm new, so I'm just observing right now, and I'm driving, so I'm just listening to you guys.
How long have you been in the crypto space for?
Since October.
Okay, yeah, so you're fairly new. So, I mean, you got in October of last year, November
2021, yes.
Yeah, so you experienced a horrible crash then really coming because the May was actually no, you had a good run up. You came in just for that big run up because January Elon started speaking about he's accepting Bitcoin and you saw a further rise. Did you take some good profits at the top or near the top?
No, I didn't. I was a newbie, so I let Shiba Inu crash on me. So I'm waiting for it to come back.
On your damn face.
Yes.
It's fine. We all did. It's not, you know what? It's no shame. We all did because you know the weirdest thing is like I've been in this space for a long time, and everybody that's been in this space for as long as I have, right past 2017, they all say the same thing. We didn't realize that this was going to happen. It didn't feel like it was going to happen because we usually see a blow off top when the crypto market has an insane euphoric pump, and we didn't see that, which makes me believe that we may be in an extended period, like an extended bull cycle. It might just be taking longer to get to the top of the market. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that one. Gregory, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Absolutely fantastic. I can hear you. Yes.
How do you feel about the market?
I'm so hopeful about the market. I'm really happy with the market, to be honest, because at the end of the day, Bitcoin can only really go up. Bitcoin isn't actually gonna fall flat on its face, and it isn't as vulnerable as the actual stock markets either, which is a really good thing. And so someone was saying today, a video that I was listening to, that Russia might take all their money, Putin might take all his money and put it into Bitcoin.
That would be
to keep it safe.
bullish, using it as a hedge.
And can you imagine if that happened? What would happen to the market?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So in my head, I'm thinking Putin's sort of on the run. He wants to protect all his assets. He's liquidated and thrown them into Bitcoin where it's protected.
And then that shocked me when I saw, like, I was looking on I think one of the news channels, and it just, their currency just collapsed. I was like, whoa. Yeah. Actually, I want to touch on what you said just there, because you're right in what you're saying. Let me share my screen again. Let me see if I can grab it up. You're talking about how Bitcoin is, it's only going up. And you're right, because if you look at, now I'm just going to take all this off so I don't confuse anyone. I just want to keep it clean and simple. If you look at like Bitcoin on the monthly time frame, right? The monthly. Actually, what I might do, can you guys see my screen? I keep doing this and don't know if you're seeing it. Let me just come over here, see if you can see it. Here we go. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can grab up one moving average. I've got this thing up here, but it's like hiding my, oh, here we go, indicators. Let's grab up the 200 moving average, because if I can grab up the 200, because Bitcoin, as far as I'm aware, has never ever broke the 200 moving average, and on the monthly time frame, and it's powerful because that gives us a guideline as to if Bitcoin was ever to fall. Nope, it's not showing it. It's not showing it on this particular one. Basically, it just showed like a line at the bottom of all of this. Actually, to be fair, I can use this logarithmic growth curves, and we just use the purple line as an example, because I think this purple line is the 200 on the monthly time frame. It's never broke it, and if you look clearly, it has been on an uptrend right back from where it first began. Here, look. So you've had uptrend from like, the first lows, and you got higher lows. Every time it's fallen into a bear market or bear cycle for that period of time, it's always been a higher low. So it's constantly going up. It really is. Makes you wonder what's going to happen in the next 5 years, isn't it? What's going to happen? Where are we going to be? What prices will we see? Because this just keeps rising, this log growth curves, unless it breaks, unless something goes wrong, and then this just becomes obsolete. A bit like, is it called Plan B? Is stock to flow model ratio? Do you guys know much about that?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Stock is thing that way. It says it's meant to be 100K by the end of 2021. That flow ratio, isn't it? I haven't checked it for a long time. I want to see if it's following it now, if that makes sense. I know it broke off trend, obviously, since it's dropped, but I want to kind of actually see if it's coming back towards it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe I should see if I can grab this up. But yeah, it just makes you wonder what's going to happen in the future. I think Bitcoin is here to stay long term. I really do. It makes you wonder what's going to happen with the other altcoins as well. Which ones will pull through? Because back in 2017, Cardano was kind of just like, I remember being in talks. I don't even know if it was out in 2017. I can't remember. But if it was, it was in talks of what it was trying to achieve. It was trying to achieve staking, and we couldn't stake back then. And it makes you wonder, in the next 3 to 5 years, what will be the next blockchain? And then I look, this is why I did a buy alert on Apollo, because I've been looking at it for a very long time. Russell reminded me, shout out to Russell if you're watching, and Apollo is just one of these ecosystems that allow privacy transactions. And the only time I've ever seen a privacy transaction coin allow you to do that is Monero and Dash. But are they ecosystems, or are they just privacy coins?
There's Secret Network as well. There's Secret Network is another one, and there's Tornado Dash as well.
Okay, I'll have to look into them. I've not heard of them.
Secret Network's actually doing really well recently. But you're right, Monero and they're the ones that everyone's on about. You're right. They're
Secret Net. Is it just called Secret?
I think it's called Secret. Yeah, I think it might be Secret Finance. Let me have a look at it. Sorry.
Secret Finance. I'm seeing Secret Finance here.
SCRT. SCRT, is that the one? SCRT is the ticker.
SCRT. Okay,
Yeah.
secret. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
check this out because it's interesting, because it wouldn't surprise me if these private coins sneak up on everyone and have an insane pump, because with the way the world's going right now, people don't want to be sharing. Can you imagine walking into a bank and then like
Yeah.
everybody standing behind you can see up on the screen how much you've just deposited? Because that's basically
Yeah.
right now. When you stand on the block,
Crazy.
you see. And, you know, and if you don't know the wallet address, then obviously it could be anyone's, but if you did know, then you can always see what they're doing. So this is secret. Yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
It looks really interesting. I'm gonna have to look into it. See, you guys are introducing me to coins I didn't even know existed. How did you find this?
I think it was Coin Bureau. I saw it on Coin Bureau's
Okay.
on his thing, and it kind of intrigued me because everything's about, as you say, like Monero and stuff. Everything's, you know, trying to keep everything to yourself, if that makes sense, as a secret. Do you know what I mean? Hidden in a way, and you know, like it's something that it's kind of intrigued me, if that makes sense. Not in a illegal way, but just in a good way.
I understand, but you know what, no matter what we do, whether it's money or whatever it is in the world, there's always people that usually start off using things illegally, and then they figure out a way to use it for their own, you know, for good use. And I think that's what started with Bitcoin, isn't it? Because, you know, we all saw that. Well, I saw it. What's it called? The place
Road.
Yeah, Silk Road, that's it. I saw that.
Yeah.
And that's maybe that is what really picked up Bitcoin, because if you didn't have that, there wouldn't have been much transactions, because a lot of transactions was going through Bitcoin. So maybe that's what sparked that rally of this whole Bitcoin thing. I don't know. Makes you wonder, innit? Do you guys know who Satoshi is? I was watching this thing a few days ago with what's that guy from Hex, the founder of Hex? The founder of Hex, and he was talking about how he thinks Satoshi Nakamoto is dead, because not once has he ever come on any social media, not once has he ever said anything about moving his crypto or anything. And then he started speaking about that guy, the one that claimed to be Satoshi, and how he couldn't sign the transactions and stuff. So it makes you wonder, is he still alive or is he not? How's it going, man? I see you, Neil.
Hey, what's up there, Jaden? How are you?
How's it going, man?
I'm just here sitting in my office here at 8:48 in the morning when I should be working, but that's okay.
It's good to see you. Let me ask you a serious question, though.
Yes.
How are you feeling right now about the market?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I think everyone's feeling good. The market crashes 50% or something, and everyone's feeling good.
Well, I mean, okay, so that asked me yesterday when I was down, what was it? I was down 35, 40 grand for whatever reason. Today I'm only down. Today it was a little bit up. I bought some land share, and I bought some land share for $1.38 US yesterday.
Yeah, nice.
I bought some some Realm for like 17 cents or whatever.
Goodbye, man. Goodbye.
And you know, I like that my bricks that you put out there is kind of, hopefully one of these days will be land share.
That's it. And can you imagine, like we all of us, we could very well be living in a world where we do, like, the next time we rent a property, it could be one where we're paying our rent and it's going to someone else, like multiple people. I mean, because Landshare has started something truly unique. Like, it's only a matter of time until, because in the UK we've got Rightmove. I don't know if you've heard of Rightmove where you guys are, or Zoopla. These are like the main sort of like estate agencies or real estates that, you know, feed out properties for people to rent and stuff. And I think it's only a matter of time until they see what Landshare's doing, and that's when they truly disrupt.
Well, you know, like a lot of these, they're gonna, like, okay, so like the real estate market in general in the US okay, so like what happened in like the 90s is pretty much from the 90 transition that we don't have travel agents anymore. Like we used to have travel agents. Well, now it's getting really hard to justify why you have a real estate agent anymore, because all the listings are done on a lot of the listings are done over online, all the forms and everything you use through an escrow company, and then they're paying like 1.5% to 2-3% of your property value. I mean, I've got the tiniest $1 million home you've ever seen.
Oh, really?
I'm about a mile from the water in Long Beach. My house is
nice.
It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, but it's like 1,000 square feet. I don't know what that translates to meters, but
that sounds nice, man. I'm coming out to you, man. I'm gonna come and eat your burgers. You better get your burgers ready, bro.
It's not, it's not. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that real estate agents are gonna have a really difficult time continuing to justify the money that they're making. A lot of these online companies like Reddit, not Reddit, Redfin, and the one we have is what is it? What's the big one? Zillow. Zillow, they're selling you homes, and they're not even really charging any fees to do it, or barely any.
I've not heard of them before. So those are like real estate agencies where you are, yeah?
Yeah, what it is they're an online service, and if you list with them and you sell with them, they only charge you 1% on their house.
Ah, see what you're saying now. See, that's totally skipped my head. So what you're saying is technically people don't even need to be walking into these real estates anymore. You just find like a little firm online and just do it online.
Yeah, and they handle both sides of the transaction. So instead of paying 4%, you're paying 1%.
1%, yeah. And then what would they be paying with land share? That's one thing I didn't even check. What kind of percentages are they paying with land share?
I don't know, but I want to know in the U.S. The U.S. is no fun. We can't do anything. Nobody, we're supposed to be this progressive, like this progressive country that is the latest, and we're always the most conservative, and we usually can't end up doing anything.
I'm seeing something pop up here saying running out of time. We've removed 40-minute time limit on your group. Oh, love it. Okay. Because I'm using this, like it's the first time I've used this whole Zoom thing, and I think I need to start doing this more because I want to interact with you guys more, literally like real time, and I think it's going to be great. I'm also thinking of maybe doing a thing where I drop a link on the YouTube where they can jump in as well, like the viewers, and just everyone just talk. Let's just talk crypto,
That's a good idea. Sick, that is.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice. It'd just be good.
Yeah.
But let's just quickly move forward because I've just wrote down a few things. NFTs, Vish. Is it Vish? How do you feel about NFTs right now? What do you think is going to happen if the market continues to fall? Because NFTs are obviously losing value.
So they're losing value at the moment, as you can see, isn't it? I mean, I've been buying NFTs. Have you heard of Vive from Omi? Yeah. So, Omi has their own platform. Yeah, Vive. So I've been buying a lot of their NFTs. They've made quite a lot of money in a way.
You're buying the comics?
I'm buying the comics, I'm buying the characters. The Disney ones are gold mine, seriously.
Hold on a minute. I need to bring this up. You keep talking. I'm just going to share my screen and try and find it. I haven't checked this for a long while, and I need to see what's going on.
Honestly, like if you have a look at them, they're doing well. Omi's not doing well, unfortunately, because I feel like what they've missed the trick is that you can buy the NFTs with your credit card and with gems and stuff like that. Yeah. If you could buy with Omi and they burn the Omi, that would be so much better. Increase the price of it.
I thought they was burning Omi tokens every time someone buys on the VV app.
You can buy it with your credit card, the actual NFTs. You don't even need Omi to buy it.
So that's where they're failing them, because they're allowing them to buy it through the car.
Exactly.
Yeah, they need to. I think they should maybe go. I'm gonna have to do a video and talk to these guys and tell them like stick to the coin, because that was working. Because otherwise, it's never gonna have that chance to pump up.
The thing about the NFTs are like, okay, so I got a buddy of mine who makes. I got a buddy of mine made $800,000 US in comic sales last year. So that's crazy, but I don't really understand NFTs enough. Like I think that NFT. So like it's almost like I've been a little resistant to getting into NFTs. I mean, you pretty much brought me into them, or I would have probably just completely ignored them. And so like I have that. I just don't really understand. Like they have a couple of those guys online. They're talking about buy NFTs because it's easier to make money off them than cryptocurrencies and stuff, and it's less volatile. I just don't understand it. Yeah,
it was a weird trend that happened for 2020. I think that's when it really picked up, because you've had the NFTs from right back from I was gonna say Hello Kitties, Crypto Kitties in 2017. It was all right back then, but it really picked up in 2020, and it's a hard one because essentially you are just buying an image on a screen. And what are you really buying? You're basically buying a certification number that says you own this image on the screen. Well, technically speaking, we don't actually own the image, because the image, you can still right click and copy and save, and other people can have that. So you're owning rights to a certification. It's a weird one because I don't know where it's going to go, but I do know that because of the whole hype of people being able to make an NFT, you can now do many different forms of NFT. Like we said, we're buying land. Who'd have thought we'd be buying virtual? Listen, 5 years
The
ago.
land kind of makes sense to me, though. The NFTs make a little bit less sense to me that for what they are, but the virtual land makes a little bit more sense to me.
Yeah, and I think that it's only going to keep evolving. So it starts with land, it starts with pictures, it starts with music, because we're getting like nodes, which will eventually, I think the Gala nodes will form into an NFT. I don't know, time will tell. But well, you're getting nodes as NFTs, with the playable nodes. So it just makes you wonder what's going to happen next. You're getting homes, which you can buy as NFTs. You're getting land deeds. And I was speaking to John about it as well, having land deeds in Guatemala and stuff. So it makes you wonder, the sky's the limit for what NFTs can do. And it's basically another way of saying this is the key to the chest. That's basically, you got the key to the chest. Yeah, it makes me wonder what's going to come next. If you guys could have a unique NFT that no one else can right now in the space, what would you do? What would you have?
Well, I mean, I have like okay, so like I think I showed it to you. I've got Eminem put out a Eminem put out those NFTs about 8 months ago, and you had to put down $5,000, and you put your $5,000 down, and it was in a lottery, and I have one that's like a 1 of 50, and the interesting thing is it comes with a clip of music, but he also sent me a hard physical copy of it when he signed it shady. Yeah, I remember. So like that's kind of like it doesn't show that it's worth anything right now, but I imagine that one of these days it's probably going to be worth something. Yeah, definitely. And I think maybe that's what another thing, like having NFTs, which is a digital form, and then having maybe a physical, tangible form that you can hold in your hand as well. If they can get that right, merging the two together. This is why I like Landshare, because on all these other things, because Landshare is now looking to develop these NFTs for virtual real estate, which is based on a real property that they're renting out. And if we can get that right, keep pushing NFTs with real stuff, tangible things that I can hold, then that could be big, seriously big. Yeah, and I think that was kind of like, and I haven't seen anybody else do that. It was just kind of a throwaway thing that they said to me, but like I think that could be really important, because I think that there's still an interesting physical aspect to it. I mean, so like you can have, if they do that where they pair the NFT with an actual physical form of the NFT, then you have two things. Yeah. Heinrich, am I saying your name right? Heinrich? How's it going, man? How are you feeling about the market right now? Heinrich. Yes. Heinrich. Can you hear me? I can hear you, man. How are you feeling about the crypto space right now? It's a good thing I have another business. That's how I feel. So the first honest guy in the group. Listen, I was getting ready to start a mowing the lawn business, man, because when it dropped, it just sank. I woke up, like you said, you lose. Everybody's losing different types of money, but when I see minus 50 grand, I'm like, I said to my mom, I was like, Mommy, I can't even. Hey, no offense to you, but I felt much better about my portfolio when you told me you lost 6 figures. It's flipping horrible, man. It is horrible. But you know what? Long term, we know. I mean, you all know. That's why you're all sitting there now talking to me, because you all know where it's going. Like 2 to 3 years from now, and I will sit back and wait. I don't care if I have to wait 2 to 3 years so I can see 6 figures again and 100,000 figures, whatever it is. We all know where it's going, and we're actually quite early to the space, because there's still billions of people, and that's what I keep forgetting. There's still billions of people out there that do not even know what Bitcoin is. I went clubbing about a week ago, and I'm speaking to these girls, and I'm like, "Do you know what Bitcoin is?" She went to me, "Bitcoin? What's Bitcoin?" And I said to her, "Your eyes, girl. There's some serious stuff happening right now that you don't know about." So what I always say to people is this: I say we in the US we use a cryptocurrency every day. It's called the US dollar. The US dollar only is probably only physically, it probably only has 1 or 2% of the money in physical print, and most of it's in Europe. And we don't have a tangible dollar. So I mean, we already use a cryptocurrency anyway. Yeah. That's it. Crypto Games. Sorry, you were saying about you were going out clubbing and whatnot. So I went out. When was it? I went out into Shoreditch a little while ago, and everything I was paying out was on my Crypto.com card.
every single person notices that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everyone loves it.
Yeah, and I've got a metal one as well. So when you feel it, like you can.
Exactly. It looks classy, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do like that flex. That's a good flex, and I think most of these, because I know Binance was at some point offering a Binance card, but I couldn't get one for some reason. They wouldn't let me get one, but that should be the norm.
I've got another one called Plutus. That's another one. Yeah, it's not, the cryptocurrency hasn't been released yet, but again, you get rewards and things for using it. I mean, I went for a meeting with a director a little while ago. Yeah, it's good. It was all right. I mean, they've been they're trying to, I think, get listed onto an exchange or whatnot. Yeah. I mean, I still prefer crypto.com, not gonna lie. The card is just like, it looks amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, I don't know how much more time I've got on this Zoom call. I'm going to have to pay for the next subscription so they give me unlimited time. But I want to end this off real quick by asking you guys, and we'll start with you, Neil, and then we'll just go across the screen. What are we in right now? Are we in a bear market or are we in a bull market?
I mean, if you're just talking in terms of just straight numbers, we're in a bull market. I mean, if you're talking compared to like August, we're in a bear market, but I mean, overall, it's a bull market. We're up. I mean, we're up. I mean, we're up a lot from a year ago.
That's very true. How do you feel, Heinrich?
Oh, I'm so new that right now I'm in a bear market.
Okay.
So
when did you get in?
I think around August last year.
Similar.
So I got in on. Yeah, I wrote up Chibarino and stuff, and then I lost a lot of money, like many of you guys did.
You know, you only lose if you sell at a loss.
Yeah. I haven't sold yet, so
Thomas,
it's going up again, and I believe you learn by your mistakes. That's how we learn in life, and that's how we learn in crypto, also to see how the market moves and stuff. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to go up again, big time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Thomas is there. Greg, how do you feel, man? Are we in a bear market or a bull market?
I think we're definitely in a 100 billion% in a bull market.
Okay.
But we have little bear markets in our bull markets, and I'm still happy with that.
Cool.
Because you have to roll with the rough and the smooth of crypto, because you've got no choice.
That's it.
If you're in it, you just got to suck it up and keep moving and understand. Once you're focusing on how many coins you have, if you're staking or you've got a node, the amount of coins are gonna go up.
Yeah.
Right. The emotion only kicks in when you look at the money.
That's true.
Right. But all you've got to do is focus on the coins, and this is something that I do, and it's helped me. It's helped me ignore the money. It's helped me ignore the emotions, right? And it's got me to where I am today.
Just building that portfolio, keep stacking up.
Yeah. I never stop buying. I never stop buying.
Cool,
and
man.
I mean, my last purchase was today, this morning at around 4 o'clock. Happy.
Oh, you bought some happy tokens. Nice.
Yeah. I love happy. I got my wife into happy. I got my son into happy. I got the whole family into happy.
Yeah, it's so cheap.
And then I let them know. When happy is a good price or a bad price.
It's so cheap right now. I can see that definitely coming and doing like a 1,000x in the future or something like that. Brian, are you there? Can you hear us? I know you got your mic on mute. I don't know if you can hear us.
I can't hear you, Jay. How
so how do you feel, man? Are we in a bull market or a bear market?
Oh, I kind of agree with you. I think we're heading towards, there's going to be one last kind of peak before things kind of properly kind of get into bear territory for the long run. I'm hoping anyway, but I kind of got in back in the.
I like that word baratory.
Baratory, but yeah, no, I got in back in April. So not a great time, just as we're kind of at the peak.
Yeah, you literally got in when it just fell on our damn face, man.
Yeah, so it was hard.
You've been holding for the long time.
I got in February last year, so I was and bought ETH early. So then then when it crashed in May, I just said I'm not selling anything. That's probably that's the reason why I'm okay. So.
Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, I'm just kind of hanging on to what I have now, and made a few mistakes along the way with my Gala. Sold my Gala. That was a bad one, and and before it kind of went where it went. So
you started right down low, yeah, when it was in the
yeah,
zero.
I got in low, but so you live and learn. I still have my other coins, and yeah, I'm hoping like to kind of yeah see something positive out of them in the next few months, and just get that first first pot to work from, and then you get that first break. I think is what you need, and from there you can kind of move forward.
Definitely. Cool, man. So Vij, how do you feel about it? Are we in a bear market or bull market?
We're in a bull market, I think. I mean, if you look at the graph and you zoom out, you can see it's on an uptrend straight away. Yeah. I just think that we have little dips in between, which we always will, but we'll always be on the way up. And for those little dips, you have your different strategies, your nodes and stuff like that, passive income, keep on stacking. I've got, as you say, all the nodes that you've got. The only one which I haven't got yet is a DAG node, which I'm almost near there, but I kind of want to know more about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I might message you at one point just to see what it's like, in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the best place for that is YouTube, man. So many people talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you
100%.
get one of them, that's a big step.
I mean, yeah, I mean, all the other ones are doing really well. I think Gala, I got in it just as early as you did, and it's done. It's killed it.
that would just set us all up, didn't it? It was just really good.
No,
that's why I'm hoping like Playable can hopefully, I don't know, it's still too early. Like
I've been watching it quite a lot actually. I mean, I've got it on the Discord, everything. It's just, I don't know if it will. The game. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of that Roblox game that they have. Do you know the little Robo dog?
It didn't look great. But what I think, and it's kind of like what they were saying. Like when you think of Elon Musk, he doesn't know how to build a rocket, but he got himself a team that can build a damn rocket. And it might just be that scenario. Like they probably don't know how to develop great games, but they might
get other people to come into it. That's it.
And then that's when it could seriously spark. So it is a risk. It's such a risk getting in this early because you just don't know. But it's like, do you take that risk now, or do you wait for them to get these, awesome developers, see some awesome games, and then buy when the nodes are like $8,000? So
it's cheap. It's cheap. You're right. It is cheap. I might just buy one just to keep it on the side. I've literally seen something pop up on my phone. Coin Bureau has done a video on Olympus DAO.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, I've been into that quite early as well. So that'd be quite interesting because, Olympus DAO, Time Wonderland, all the Ponzi's in it.
Listen,
it's going to be interesting what they do with that Gala music node and Snoop Dogg. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, just Gala movies, man. If you guys get a chance, because I got a feeling Gala's going to drop some Gala movies, and I got a feeling it's going to be like the Netflix type of thing where you just stream anything.
Gala movies, Gala sport. Think of that way. Imagine that.
The only thing that concerns me a little bit about Gala is they've got tons and tons of projects, but they've only got a couple of things. They only got like the Town Star that actually seems like it's completed. Everything else seems. They got a lot of projects.
I think what it is that you got to remember each project that's on the Gala Games, they got different people doing the development. So Townstar is like a whole team of itself that said, hey Gala, can we jump on, can we do this kind of thing? I think that's what I'm thinking anyway. And then you've got like Miranda's, which I'm assuming again is just another whole team that's just focusing specifically on that. I think what Gala's trying to do is they really are trying to become an empire in trying to just like separate themselves from I know like Gala Games, like when you think about Zynga Poker, Zynga Farmville, was it actually Zynga that created these games, or were they just the foundation behind, getting developers on board, these guys building it, but you're doing it under Zynga, a bit like a record label, when a record label releases music, this artist here, he's under Sony, but he's his artist and he's got producers and songwriters doing stuff for him. It's not the actual record label himself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah, Crypto Games. I've got to go. I've got a meeting, literally.
No worries, man.
So, but cool, thank you. Let's do this again. This is amazing.
We will do. Seriously. I'm going to move forward. Peter, how do you feel,
care,
man?
See you later.
Take care, buddy. Peter, are we in a bull market or a bear market?
Hi. Hello, everyone. Hey. I think we are in the edge between the bull and the bear, but hopefully bull. Hopefully bull. It depends because unfortunately there is lots of things going on in Europe as well, Russia, Ukraine stuff.
It's definitely affecting the markets, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think it can be good for the crypto. Lots of people, they moving out all the funds from the banks, and electronic stuff, and hopefully they will put in a crypto, and then we will be in a bull market.
Cool, man.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna move on. Is it Kelly? Is it How? Yeah? I'm saying Howier. Is it Howier? Kelly? You there?
How Kelly? Hi.
Morning, Kelly. How you doing? How are you doing? Lovely voice.
Good.
I'm gonna ask you a serious question. Are we in a bull market or bear market?
Well, I'm really new into this crypto market, so I really hope that it's going to be a bear market so that I can get in.
Okay, so you can buy cheap.
Yes, but I'm in for the long term. So I'm just waiting and watching your videos, and we'll see. So I'm just waiting and see.
Yeah. Henrik, have I already done you? Don't know. We got us. Bull market.
Can I ask you?
There's two.
Yeah, you did me. Yeah, I'm two of this. Yeah,
okay. You jumped in twice. No worries.
Daniel, can I ask you something about 8pay?
Yeah, sure.
What do you think about 8pay right now?
Yeah, I was looking into it a few days ago because I was trying to figure out maybe setting up payments to receive in crypto. It's so cheap right now, so undervalued. I haven't looked at the project as to what they're doing, new partnerships and stuff. I don't know. You tell me. Have you looked into it more?
No, not enough yet, but I have quite a lot of tokens from 8pay. I think they're really cheap and
low numbers. I bought 8pay. I'm gonna actually buy some more today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teams seem to be very quiet. The actual Telegram does not, from the dev team, there's not much output, which is they're probably just busy in the background. But you know, if there's a little bit more chat from them, it might be a bit more I suppose encouraging. But so the project I think looks great, but yeah, they seem to be very quiet for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah,
probably just building in the background, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Super cheap though, isn't it?
I felt about Telcoin. I held Telcoin forever, and I just wanted it to do something. It just didn't, so I just got rid of it. So.
Oh, you sold your Telcoin? I just bought some.
I mean, buy some now, but I mean, I had it for a while and just didn't buy it right away.
That's just the pain of it. It's like we just never know what's going to happen, and you don't want to be the person that you sell your Gala, you sell your Gala too early and then it pumps.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah,
I know.
Anytime I go and try and sell my dent, you do a video about it.
Oh, do I?
It's like that Greg's thinking. Sell the dent.
Listen, there was a coin that I did a buy alert to, and was it Crypto Eternal? Something like that. It was a gaming coin. I think it was called Eternal. That was the ticker. Crypto. I can't remember. Crypto Mines. And I sold some of it early, and it had the most insane pump I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know if you guys saw the buy alert and you bought it, but I need to show you because had I just held that. I was saying to my mum, I was like, Mum, I sold a coin too bloody early, man. Let me just grab it up because I want to show you it had an absolute insane pump. I think it's called Crypto Mines. Did you guys ever buy the alert?
No, I don't know.
No.
Maybe some of you guys got in a bit later on in the Patreon group. This one here, Crypto Mines. I don't know if you can see my screen, but I remember doing a buy alert. It's crashed now. It just looks like a straight up pump and dump. But I remember doing a buy alert way back here, and it was really, really low in price. And it had a crazy pump to about here, and I sold it. Little did I know where it was going in the future. It had an absolute insane rally. Look at that. So what I'm trying to say is that, look at this. Look, I'm still going up. Hold your damn coins because you just don't know what's going to happen, man. You just don't know what's going to happen. So this is why I hold the coins now for long term.
What about those micro cap coins? Like, so like what I was doing was I would just go in and I would just set like CoinGecko to the newest coin, and I would look for a coin that hit 100% or something, and then I would buy mostly just the BNB coins because they're cheap. And I had one coin that it shot up 45,000%. But the problem was that it wasn't a liquid coin, so there's nothing I could do with it. There was, and so like I had a couple coins that I bought that they shot up huge, but there's just no trading on those coins.
It's weird. I've seen that. I know exactly what you're on about. I've seen it, and a lot. You know, what's that? Is it Super Launcher? There was a launch pad called Super Launcher, and they had these things called eggs that they could give you, and eggs did a similar thing. These golden eggs, they just pumped up in price, but you couldn't sell them. So I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's because if you think about, I don't use AutoShark much anymore. AutoShark was doing a compensation thing where you can, because you know, if you got hit with the scam or the flash loan, what they want to call it, the hack, they gave you this CMail token, but you can't sell the CMail token. But I was looking on the Poo coins and the CMail token was rising up in price. So I didn't understand why it was doing that. It's weird. Ryan, how's it going? You there? Can you hear us? Ryan? Oh, Ryan. Can you talk to me, Ryan?
Hey, can you hear me?
There you are. What's going on?
Hey, bro. Just
So
popping in. I like what you're doing here. This is pretty cool.
Cheers. I want to ask you an important question before I end this whole chat thing. We're going to do this again for sure. Are we in a bull market or a bear market?
I think that this war that started just triggered a big bull run for 2022.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, think about it. So you got Russians putting their money into Bitcoin because of being sanctioned, and they can't use their money normally like they would throughout commerce, throughout the banking system. You've got Ukraine saying, hey, you can only withdraw up to $3,000 from your bank account. Well, that's going to make people upset and scared to keep their money in the banks. You've got Canada freezing bank accounts. I mean, all that is bullish for crypto in my mind.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
that's a good case for crypto, because where else are you going to put money that's safe from getting shut down in the banks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Canada was doing that. Any of you guys based in Canada? No.
They did it because they were trying to do something to get the Canadian truckers to stop protesting.
Right. I get it. Cool, man. Guys,
they figured out how to get them out somehow.
Yeah. Guys, listen, this has been awesome. I'm seriously going to do this more often because I think it's great to talk to you guys. I feel like I've engrossed into you guys more better. And yeah, I'm going to make this a thing. Maybe every week, once a week, we just do this, talk about crypto. And I might just call it Let's Talk Crypto. Yeah. I'm going to upload this to YouTube so everyone can see.
If you do that, try to set it up as a scheduled time. If you can, then I just happened to catch this
most definitely, because I think that's the best way to do it, so everyone's prepared in advance and they have a good set time. Because it was just a random thing right now. I thought, let me just try. I got some free time, but no, yeah, I'll schedule it.
Jay,
yes,
Jay, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much for all the hard work that you put in. Really appreciate it.
And thank you.
And you have genuinely changed my life.
Oh, that's great, man. Listen, thank you guys. Thank you. Because I can't do it without all of you guys as well, really. So you guys keep me going. So big up to you all. Don't stress over the market. You know, take this time just to seriously see some good buying opportunities. And yeah, we're going to do this again. Definitely 100%. And if you guys can next time, try and get your videos up and running. You know, we're in the 21st century. You're sitting there. I can just see your names. I want to see your damn face. I can see two people's face. There you go. Start putting your videos up because it's good for people to see you as well. You know, we can get to know you better. There you go. Look, I'm seeing some people now. That's it. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Hey, you like my poster?
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. I'm used to doing this.
Oh, that's cool. I'll buy that.
The best thing about COVID for me is with court. This is how we do court now, so I never have to be anywhere. So I go to court on legal Zoom. So I like it. All right, guys, have a good one. It was a pleasure.
It's been great seeing you. Have a great day, night.
Bye. Thank you so much. Everything.
Take care, all, and stay safe.
You guys. See you later. Bye.
Thanks, Jay.